Hello. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Ollie. Like many of you know, I'm newer to St. Stephen's, but I'll always be proud to call myself a Falcon. I want to start off by thanking my special family, teachers, and coaches that make my life so special. I want to thank my brother, Lex. Even though you can't be here today, I wish I had the courage every day to tell you how much I look up to you. You're one of the most caring and thoughtful people I know, and I work hard to be as caring as you are to me. I love you. I want to thank my biggest role models, Mom and Dad. I love you guys more than you know, and I'll always be grateful for you guys supporting and loving me and making me the man I am today. I couldn't imagine my life without your kindness and direction. I love you. In certain speeches, people truly care about where you're from and what you've learned and what you've conquered. And it's great to talk about it, don't get me wrong. But today, I want my message to reach every student in this room. Culture, something that everybody has, whether they want to embrace it or not. Now that I think about it, this would have been a great leading sentence to talk about my own culture. But today, I'm not. The point of this speech is to point out that we have a problem. The American teen culture is getting worse as every year passes, and it's up to us to save it. Everybody in this room can make a difference. Us teens these days are identified by many negative names. We go as kids these days, troublemakers, technology addicts. The list goes on. In order to understand the true message of this speech, I want to spend time reminiscing on the great times we had growing up before everything started to go downhill. Do you ever wonder what happened to going over to your friend's house to play a heated game of Uno? There was no cell phones, no Snapchat, no drama or distractions. Just you, surrounded by a circle of your friends, laughing, doing something you love. The times were great. In fact, the only real distraction was the person piling up all the draw 4 cards in his hand. See, something that I've realized over the past years is that when growing up, it was never what we did that was so special. We could be doing anything. It was just doing it with friends that we loved being around that made it memorable. Take silly bands, for example. A small rubber band that did nothing special but make a shape. We would never be able to explain to our parents or teachers why they were so special. And even to this day, we still can't. We just knew that they were. After all, how could a pack of rubber bands that cost $5 be different from a whole bag of rubber bands that you could buy at Office Depot for the same price? It was because it created an environment in school where everybody could be social. Anybody and everybody would collect them. Kids would come together and laugh and have fun trading these rubber bands. Everybody could be themselves and just have fun. It was a ticket to socialization. I remember hustling up my way to the top to get the highest ranking rubber band, just to save it until I saw my crush. I remember going up to her and pulling out my sparkling Phoenix rubber band, feeling like an absolute hero. As my already shaking voice began to crack, I asked her if she wanted to trade her rubber band with mine. She said no. But the point is that she still remembered me. And to this day, I still talk to her and we're good friends. The reason I'm telling you this isn't to convince you to buy rubber bands, but it's moments like these that people remember, and they can create friendships for the rest of your lives. It's not what we do, it's why we do something that creates a bond in our mind and our heart. And we're lucky to call these memories of spending time with our friends our childhood. They create a big part of our culture growing up. This brings me to my main point. These days, the American teen culture is not the same as it used to be years ago. Moments that could be spent trading silly bands as kids or playing Uno are spent alone at home on an iPad. Instead of kids going outside to explore new areas with friends, we spend time on the Explore page on Instagram. Even I myself am guilty of this just as much as all of you are. Social media and technology are creating a block for friendships and making memories. This is why many kids these days are more antisocial and don't have as many friends, and they're more depressed. Whenever I go to restaurants, it's really sad to see families so close together, yet so far, separated by their phones. not connecting with each other. Back when I was young, kids would love to enjoy funny stories from their parents' childhood or talk to their parents about how their day at school was, even if it was the simplest things to talk about. Now, it's not only me noticing issues like this. Kanye West even tweeted out just yesterday, "We should be able to participate in social media without having to show how many followers or likes we have. This has an intense negative impact on our self-worth. This is why many famous artists and people these days are refraining from using more social media." I want to finish this off by a quote from Drake in one of his new songs, Emotionless. Drake states, "I know a girl whose one goal was to visit Rome. Then she finally got to Rome, and all she did was post pictures for people at home, because all that matters was impressing everybody she's known." This shows how even one of the biggest artists today is beginning to see this problem with newer generations. He incorporates it into a song to get people to recognize it. At the end of the day, high school is short, and we must enjoy every moment of it. Do me a favor this weekend. Grab a friend, head out to the beach, and watch the sunset. Surprise your family. Bring out an old board game and ask your parents and siblings to play. Don't go watch a movie. Do or make something that should belong in a movie. Go make memories that you'll be happy to share with your kids one day. It's up to us to change the culture, one memory at a time. Thank you.